Hello. So there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Doom. It's clickbaity, right? Doom. Oh my God. So this just seems like something that not enough people are talking about, and I really want to know if Hugo, come on, man. You're the major dev here. What's your conundrum, man? I'm just messing around. Okay. What's the deal? Why am I making a video? Because there's a lot of really cool ideas that I've had that I really want to just fucking record. Okay? So, part one. Don't do it that way. So, I really believe that Doom Eternal looks like a fantastic step in the right direction. Like an amazing, fantastic step in the right direction. Just like Doom 2016, except it's giving me everything I really thought I wanted, and more. But here's where I think we need to go. Quake. Quake needs to come back. Where's my fucking... Okay. Quake needs to come back. And here's why, right? Because it exists, right? So much of Doom 2016 reminded me so much more of a Quake title. Like, look at the Zombie Men, for example. They are so mechanically enhanced. I saw another YouTuber talking about like an id lore, and he started making up some of his own stuff, and he was talking about how the Strogg was actually under control of the Allmother, or the Shub-Niggurath. And I think that Shub-Niggurath should not have been what we destroyed in Quake 1. I think in Quake 1 that should have been like either a copy or a younger version of the Allmother. Like a base of operations, definitely, but like a little bit on a smaller scale. Now, Quake in Ranger in Quake Champions, he's got that dire orb, right? Well, the thing is, I really like that a lot, and I think that could definitely be worked into a primary campaign. And I think, you know what, Doom Eternal might even be the perfect platform for it. If we're building a Doom universe, not a Quake one, a Doom universe, like we've been told, hey, I really hope that we get an explanation about the Doomslayer. Like, okay, now, when there's separate universes, there's two BJ Blazkowiczes, right? There's the original one from, like, Milwaukee or something. Like, that's apparently where he's from. Obviously, they built the original Wolfenstein around the Wisconsin, Madison area, where Raven Software ended up being. But the thing is, there's another one. The New Order and the New Colossus BJ. He's a separate timeline BJ. And I think that the same goes for Doom. Doom did this earlier. Doom had that Doom Marine from Doom 3, and I want to suggest that he isn't the original Doom guy or the Doom Slayer. He's that guy from a separate timeline, separate universe, probably. One where I think Doom 3 is like kind of the when Shub-Niggurath is meddling within the nightmares, right? Okay, because the Strogg being so prevalent in Quake 2, I believe that they are also created by, well, they have their own thing going on, but Shub-Niggurath is like the spider mastermind, if you would, of the entire operation. And I want to suggest that possibly it's bigger than that. All this universe hopping and dimension jumping, people aren't really talking. Okay, there's a hub in Doom Eternal. And that's really cool because it's very Quake-esque. The original Quake had a decent-sized hub world that was it reminded me of Gex or like Crash Bandicoot games, you know, where you just have a hub world and you pick a level and you hop into some portal and you're just whisked away into, you know, the next dimension phase, what have you. And Doom Eternal seems to be wanting to do that. Clever, right? So Doom Eternal is doing the thing that Quake was doing, where they had this, you know, very video gamey hub world, which makes it seem less video gamey and more of just a legitimate, you know, place. Especially in Doom Eternal, where like Doomslayer, he's just hanging out with like vinyls and his copy of Quake and Doom like on his PC, and he's got his gaming rig. Like, what? That's great. That's fantastic. But I really hope that id Software keeps digging at the roots, or analyzing the roots is a way better way of putting it, because they really haven't been uprooting themselves. They've just been analyzing what kind of species of tree they are and being like, all we can do is grow up and out. And they're doing that. I think that Wolfenstein needs to finally emerge as a schlocky action thing that it is, and stop overplaying the social, like South Park conversational, all the people out there, you get what I'm talking about. Because like at the latter end of the new Colossus, the ludicrous element of the going to Venus and you can kick Hitler in the face and all this dumb crap, I think that's a strong suit. I really think it is for the franchise. I don't think this whole... I don't think they really handled the subject matter as well as they wanted to. In fact, I feel like Doom Eternal is. I mean, think about this. The Doom Slayer's got freaking slaves. He's got all these demon slaves and zombie slaves just living in his repertorium, and he just fucks them up whenever he wants to. So that made me thinking about that whole conundrum. Now, what's the closest thing? Parenthood. That's a whole completely different sidebar. If you guys want that, leave comments. I don't really know what kind of content I'm actually producing here, but I'm so hyped for Doom. I really am. It's going to be such a great time. We already know it's going to be. I like that they're giving us little more information and gameplay and ability to play it. Reason being is that there's a lot of times where I'm playing a certain franchise and I'm getting into it, but I'm also asking myself, is this really, insert franchise name sake here? I can't think of off the top of my head a title that really, the last title that really made me think that, where I'm like, is this really, am I really getting into the experience? You know, especially from an outsider. Now, Metal Gear, I guess, is a really good example, because the controls and all that are really wonky if you've never played it before. It feels really out of place for the kind of game and the kind of immersions that they really expect out of you. But once you get into the cutscenes and you're really enjoying it, and you're really enjoying the story, the lore, and you're getting into the stealth action motif that it is, it's really easy to say, yeah, I'm playing a Metal Gear game right now. I can't really think of the last title I thought where, like, I kept questioning, like, am I playing this title? God of War almost comes close, but I'm going to stay away from that because my reasons for not wanting to play God of War have a lot more to do with personal issues, not even gameplay or anything like that, because I've kind of come past the changes they've made into like this weird Resi 4 God of War that they've got going on, and I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, but the somber attitude of it all is just, it's a lot to really process. I'm trying to play this up for humor, but I'm not lying. It kind of makes me, honestly, really emotional. Same as Wolfenstein. But I wish they would have kept with the emotionality. I wish they would have actually made me cry. Made me. Instead of accidentally. There's a scene. Actually, it's not really a scene. It's a scripted sequence. There's a lot of scenes in Wolfenstein, like, you know, cutscenes, scripted sequences. You got your full motion video and experiencing a conversation in Half-Life. Dig? Okay. There was a moment in the new Colossus where BJ walks in and he grabs Anya's shoulder, and because she's crying, right? And the animation for Anya was so bad. Like, the lip syncing and everything was so bad, it made me upset. Because this plot line of him and Anya's relationship, they wanted to tread on so lightly. That when I got to this moment where after BJ's been blowing her off and all this other stuff, with good reason. I mean, there's legitimate reasons, but they don't want to get into it. I think they could have gone into every subject deeper than they went into. They could have made this game deep, longer, way longer game. I don't know what was holding them back. I don't know if Bethesda was trying to get the game out on a certain date or something. And you know what? A lot of people I want to crap on Bethesda a lot, but at the same time, thank you for letting us extend Doom Eternal's life. You have to give credit where credit is due. I don't like most of Bethesda's titles or the deals they make, but they're not EA, thankfully. Paid DLC. I know the BS, but they let us do. They let id Software pull a Valve and extend the life here. I'm running out of steam, but I know you get where I'm going. So, okay, Doomslayer, what's up with him? Does he have when in the end of Doom 3, when the Soul Cube went into the lava pit, went back to hell, did he like meet up with the Doom guy and like they crossed paths or something like that? Did they become one and the same? You regain health for using the Soul Cube. It's a one-hit kill. Glory kill, it's a one-hit kill. Obviously, it's but you get health from both. Is the did the Soul Cube and the Doomslayer bind? Why does he regenerate health? Is it the suit? I don't really think it's the suit. I'm really excited for wherever they're going with this, though, because I want to see how they lay it down. But id Software, Marty, Hugo, boys, fam, Quake, you guys need to start implementing the Quake lore. I saw what you did with Youngblood. I saw little inklages of BJ, crazy old BJ, talking about alternative realities or something to his daughters. And that also brings me to, okay, Doom Guy. He's like a Blazkowicz, right? So, is that from the original timeline? Or is that from this new Colossus timeline? I want to think that the Doom Marine, I don't know. I don't know. There's not enough leads. I could keep speculating. But this is just where I end up going. So this is my crazy rant. It's been 12 minutes, and I really appreciate anybody for watching. I'm really excited about this new project. This is the last AAA major gaming industry game that I'm really into. I think I don't think it's gonna flop. If Doom Eternal flops, I'm done with games. I'm just gonna sell everything. But if Doom Eternal is good, I'm sticking around for some more Doom, some more id. Because honestly, nothing spells out American better than id. I know that didn't sound as polished as it is, but think about it. It's leave comments. Sprinkle them. You guys have a fantastic rest of your January. See you next time, I suppose. And peace, love, and death metal. Bye, guys.